Hey, sports cards investor, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed the Euros. And if you're Italian, I hope you celebrated. If you're supporting the Italian national team, hope you celebrated last night. For me, actually, a deserved win in the penalty shootout last night. I enjoyed the game a lot. Hope you too. And before we dive in today's content, I actually have an announcement to make. I'm launching a training series here on my website, www.soccercardinvesting.com. And in that training series, it's all about the soccer card investing portfolio blueprint. My simple goal with that training series is to give you a step-by-step process on how you can build your very own soccer card portfolio, because I still see so many questions and so many unclear strategies basically on how you can actually build out your sustainable portfolio that is long-term oriented. In soccer cards, many people still have questions regarding which players to invest in, how the different competitions actually influence the prices, how you can find the real rookie cards. What about vintage content, like vintage cards and everything like that? I'm going to also answer all these questions and more in the free live training series. It's free and you can sign up for it on the website soccercardinvesting.com / portfolio. So it's soccercardinvesting.com/portfolio. Sign up for it and enjoy the content. It's going to be in 2 weeks, but spots are limited. So please sign up now if you're interested in building out your soccer card portfolio. All right. And now let's dive in today's content. As you can probably see from the title of the video, today's content will be specifically about Italy, because I'm paying tribute here to the Italian national team, to all Italians out there, for winning the Euro title last night. But today, this video is actually not going to be about the 2021 squad of Italy, but the 2006 squad of Italy that not even won the European title, but the World Cup 2006 in Germany. I remember that very, very well because I'm from Germany and lived there when that happened. We actually had to go in the semifinals because we lost again. We lost again against Italy in the additional time after the 120 minutes. I remember Fabio Grosso, the left back, was actually the guy who scored for Italy in that game. And yeah, we had to go in our own country and unfortunately couldn't go into the final. The final then was Italy against France, and that was the game with the famous headbutt of Zinedine Zidane for the French national team. And actually, you know how it went. Italy as well secured their World Cup title in a penalty shootout 2006. And today I wanted to deep dive into the squad that actually was running up for Italy back then in 2006 and see if there are potentially any interesting sports cards that you should consider for your portfolio. And this is not related to the live training that we have in 2 weeks, but I just wanted to kick this off looking into Italy 2006. So see this as an Italy 2006 special. All right, cool. So let's get this started. You can see here I'm actually on the Transfermarkt side of the Italy 2006 squad, the squad that played the Euro, the World Cup back then. And you see, of course, it's starting here with Gianluigi Buffon, absolute legend. He's still playing for Parma today, already 43 years old. Actually, fun fact here, Buffon is actually a supporter of my team in Germany, Borussia Mönchengladbach. And he said that he supported the team as a child already because the name was so difficult to pronounce. Really funny. So Gianluigi Buffon, Borussia. Probably you can see this here. He's there actually with with the fan merchandise of my club that was against Gladbach against Juve in the Champions League, and after the after the match, the supporters of my team were giving him this scarf here, and he was holding it to the cameras. Obviously, makes me very proud as a Borussia supporter to have such a legend from Italy supporting my team. And pretty nice. But just as a fun fact at the side, that doesn't have any influence on his sports cards value, of course, unfortunately. Yeah, but looking him up, probably we could see here as well. I already typed in Inzaghi. That will be someone we will talk about in a few minutes. But Buffon, for me, absolute legend. And you can see here, there's actually a pretty famous set, the 1995 Panini Calciatori. Yeah, Calciatori, pretty famous set from Italy. And we can maybe check if there's something available for Buffon currently on eBay. It seems so. And actually pretty surprisingly high prices, right? For a goalkeeper. I mean, obviously he's such a legend and therefore deserves some special attention. But if you can see here, for example, not really a centered sticker, right? You can see here the right side is way larger than the left side, and this still is listed for $300. You can see the SGC graded cards here as well. Here's a PSA graded card, 880, pretty surprisingly high from my point of view for a goalkeeper. But yeah, is there any goalkeeper that is more famous than Gianluigi Buffon in the last, say, 30 to 40 years? Probably not. I mean, even if Manuel Neuer has probably shaped the style of the goalkeeper play a bit more than Buffon with his modern goalkeeping. Neuer, he's more participating in the actual play of in the actual match plan of his team, and Buffon is more of a traditional goalkeeper that tries to keep a clean sheet, but not actually he's not really technically gifted, even though he's not doing a bad job on that neither for someone his age. But yeah, pretty interesting to see here. That obviously must be in a pretty bad condition. Yeah, you can see it here for that price. But pretty surprisingly high prices here for a goalkeeper, right? Because of course, goalkeeper normally don't get much love in the hobby, but I think you can make an exception for Gianluigi Buffon due to his status of an absolute legend. So looking into the squad from 2006 as well, one other player that really, really, really caught my attention is Fabio Cannavaro. So Cannavaro, for me, is also a player that is probably a bit undervalued by most of the proper football soccer community. As a center back, fun fact, only with the height of 1.76 meters, so pretty small actually for a center back. But what I think is super interesting, and I don't know if people really recognize this, but apart from winning the 2006 World Cup as a team's captain with Italy, he was also, and you see that if you look into his achievements here on Transfermarkt, he was also a Ballon d'Or winner 2006 as a center back. So I think that's pretty special. I don't really know if people recognize this and actually realize what kind of historical value this guy actually has. But yeah, you can see as well also 1993 Panini Calciatori. Cannavaro also had a pretty nice international career, played for Real Madrid. So this guy really has some clout to his name. And now that is also actually pretty interesting. Pretty high prices as well, you can see here. But what's also currently interesting is that Cannavaro now is a coach, right? So you can see last club, Bengal. Yeah, he was a coach in India. I don't know where he's currently working at. Let's quickly check this. I don't know if it's still India. Okay, now he's in China. So yeah, probably he's after the money currently. Makes sense maybe for him. But yeah, it's always interesting for me when former players actually still heavily involved in the soccer competitions. And this is okay, it's China, it's not really really relevant for international football, proper football, soccer right now, but might be in the future as well. And who says that he can't go back to Europe or to any other interesting league? Maybe the Major League Soccer could be interesting for him as well in the future. And yeah, I think there have been talks as well, right? Like this Miami club with David Beckham, Inter Miami FCF. I think there have been some talks as well with Cannavaro to have him there as the coach for the team. So yeah, let's see what the future brings, right? But it's obviously a nice sign that he's still very, very active, and that's definitely not hurting his value as a absolute vintage card here from 1993. So I think that's a pretty promising investment as well. But you will pay your price for that, of course, right? But yeah, he's a player that obviously he can't get hurt, but he has his legacy, and it can only get more interesting in the future right now with his coach career as a coach. Then we have Alessandro Nesta. Also for me was always like one of the absolute legends in terms of center backs, super successful, super consistent player. Won the World Cup, right? Won the Champions League twice. Had such a great career at AC Milan. And for me right now, Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini, the current pair of center backs, are really like the next generation of legends, right? When we talk about Alessandro Nesta, Fabio Cannavaro, and Paolo Maldini as well. Those three really marked a generation for Italian defending as well. And those are obviously also a bit for me the reason why Italy has this image of a football nation, a soccer nation that is really, really good in defending, because they always had really, really strong center backs. So you can also check here Nesta, if there's also some interesting cards on him. Yeah, also Panini Calciatori card from 1995. Let's check this out, what eBay says. Okay, actually no graded card here. Funny that he actually started his career in Lazio Rome, in Roma. Okay, yeah, doesn't seem like there are many graded cards right now on the market, but a pretty high supply of ungraded cards, right? That's also interesting. Let's actually check if this is his rookie card. Might even be a card before 1995, Alessandro Nesta. Let's see what the database says here. Okay, they don't even list the 1995, so probably this will be the earliest one, so his rookie card when starting out his career at Lazio Rome. And that is true, yeah. He went from the under 19 to the first, like the men's team in July 1993, and then probably had his first appearance in the 1995 season. Interesting. So definitely something you could look into here if you're willing to take a substantial risk in buying something ungraded, right? All right. Then we have Daniele De Rossi, also right now part of the coaching squad of the current Italy team. That's also interesting. And obviously someone really, really well known is Andrea Pirlo. Let's check Pirlo's cards, if there's something interesting on him as well. Pirlo from the style central midfielder, and like he's famous for this quote, right? Pirlo quote before the final. Yeah, it's this year, I think. Yeah, I don't feel pressure. I don't give a toss about it. I spent the afternoon of Sunday, 9th of July 2006 in Berlin, sleeping and playing the PlayStation. In the evening, I went out and won the World Cup. So this guy, absolute savage. I remember as well the penalty he did in was it 2012? I think it was 2012 European, the Euros 2012 against England, against Joe Hart with the Panenka. I mean, Joe Hart doing such a show there, and then Pirlo was just like doing the Panenka and absolutely humiliating him. Yeah, so fantastic player. And obviously, there will be some interesting sports cards on him as well. Let's check this. Andrea Pirlo. Yeah, okay, 1996 Panini DS. Okay, this is card with Antonio Criniti in it as well, so it's not him solo. Let's see if this gets some love from the market. Pirlo. Okay, that is 8.5 grades. So he's actually with the same haircut as 20 years after this photo. Always in style at Brescia back then, 1996. So yeah, real vintage card. Might be interesting for you as well. Might be interesting for you if you're a fan of Andrea Pirlo. Then another interesting player, of course, we have Alessandro Del Piero, and Francesco Totti. But one I really wanted to look into today as well, that might be a bit under the surface, is Filippo Inzaghi. For me as well, absolute legend player. You see, won the Champions League twice as well, won the World Cup, top scorer here as well, probably like in some season of the Serie A. Yeah, 24 goals. So this guy as well, amazing career at Milan. You see, he did the move from Juventus to Milan in 2001 for 36 million euros. That's quite a huge sum, considering that, 20 years ago, you didn't really pay those kind of fees for players, but you did for Filippo Inzaghi. You see his scoring quote as well in the Italian national team from 1917 on, basically scored in every second game. And pretty interesting to see that you can also find, and I also already looked that up, cards on him on eBay from 1993 even, right? So this is what I wanted to show you as well, that you can find cards from 1993, right? And you can see here people are offering that PSA 9 graded for $2,500. PSA 10 graded even for $10,000 nearly. And then you can see here, this sticker ungraded, of course. So you definitely have some risk here in buying this, but it's priced at $59, right? So just look at the multiple here. Even if you don't get a 10, or if you just get a 9 or an 8, you're probably like pretty well off here. You can see here as well, there are auctions. It's just like at $350. And those are really, for me, those are the huge opportunities I really would like you to have in the back of your mind as well, right? I mean, obviously it can be that this will arrive at your house in a horrible condition because it's already 28 years old, this sticker. But I mean, sometimes you can just give it a shot, right? And if you see those kind of multiples, I mean, in general, it definitely makes sense to have your eyes on those kind of players in terms of in terms of players like who played, for example, like 15 years ago and really achieved something like winning a World Cup. Could be really, really nice vintage prospects for you to look into. And that was my goal actually with this video, to give you an idea. That is some approach you can take. Just, for example, look up who won the World Cup in that country, and then go on Transfermarkt, look up the actual squads in that year and see who were the most interesting players from that squad. Look those players up, just like I did this. See who are the rookie cards, and then just see what the market gives you. And sometimes it can be really, really interesting. Like we can just see here with Filippo Inzaghi, where you can potentially have a huge multiple on the graded to from the ungraded to the graded card, right? All right. Endlich Jura commenting here, loved Inzaghi style. That's nice to know. I also was a big fan of Inzaghi. I remember playing FIFA 2004 on the Game Boy Advance. And there, back then, Inzaghi was a star at AC Milan as well. All right, so to wrap this up, thanks for staying with me here. Don't forget, I'm hosting a live training on how to build your soccer card portfolio. It's a soccer card portfolio blueprint. And to sign up for it for free, you just have to go to soccercardinvesting.com/ blueprint, and you can get your ticket there for free to participate in all the sessions. Hope to see you there. Pretty sure it will be of great value for you. And I'll catch you here tomorrow, because I'm actually doing this very same style of live training here every day now for the next 2 weeks. And then we will jump in to the live training series on how to build your soccer card portfolio. Thanks for staying here with me, and I see you back here tomorrow. Bye.